Hello, this is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Derek Wilson, who is co-founder and CVO of SAVI Controls, as well as Cedric Monroe, who is Senior Director of Design at SAVI Controls. Topic of conversation is, of course, InfoComm 2024. It's just days away, just hours away, really, at this point. We're super excited about it. It's going to be a hugely impactful show, and there's no doubt people are going to be flocking to the SAVI Controls booth in the West Hall W2625. So we wanted to bring on Cedric, wanted to bring on Derek to give us an opportunity to learn what's going to be exciting, booth activations, various demos, anything else that might be going on at the show that people should check out. So thank you, Derek. Thank you, Cedric, for being here.
Pleasure.
You.
So let's get right to it. When people get to the West Hall, when they get to W2625, what's the very first thing they should ask for? The very first thing they should check out? What are you most excited to be showcasing at InfoComm?
And it's what we're calling SAVI Glass this year. That is definitely the first thing that people should come and check out. You know, we have right now our platform is kind of built for scalability, really large projects to control hundreds of TVs at one time, hundreds of audio zones at one time. We're just kind of geared that way as a software platform. But what we've done this year is we've actually taken the scalability and actually kind of went the opposite, which is what usually control systems do. They usually start off with one room architecture that you have in a conference room or a suite or things like that, and then they go to the scalability. We've actually kind of gone the opposite, where we built our platform off scale. But this year we're introducing what we call SAVI Glass, and SAVI Glass is more of a room-based architecture. And so it's a code-free UI configuration that the dealers can actually now build their own interface however they want to with SAVI Glass.
We're super excited about SAVI Glass. We've been working on this for quite some time. It's a major request we've gotten from a lot of our dealers and end users is they're wanting a little bit more customization options with SAVI. And with SAVI Glass, I think we've found a way to strike a balance between that customization ability, if that's a word, and aesthetics, and also just power. And so SAVI Glass kind of hits that nail right in between all of those. If you think of it as a big Venn diagram with customization here, aesthetics, and then usability and feature sets. We're right in the middle of that, and we're really excited to get this in dealers' hands.
Yeah, because man, Cedric nailed it. We have gotten so many requests. I mean, people actually love our UI, especially when you use it on your phone. It is a great phone view to be able to run around your entire facility, whether it's a stadium, arena, office space, bar, restaurant, any one of those. But it's a UI that's built from us. This allows dealers to customize and make their own UI. So we have dynamic widgets that work with displays, lighting zones, macros, audio zones, that all you do is drop it into the UI. You can connect it to any of your outputs in Creator. And if you want to control an audio zone, we have all these dynamic widgets that you can put in. We have macro toggles that you can now create and customize your macros. We have a lot of two-way metadata feedback. So the preview comes in from the WebOS displays, from the source selections. We have all of these features that you get from the UI, but now the dealers can kind of make their own UI, which is going to be really powerful for them.
Yep. And you might be hearing this and thinking like, wow, that sounds really complicated. But if you know SAVI at all, you know that we're all about simplicity. And I think we've found a way to add all these incredible features and this amazing level of customization while still maintaining that simplicity that's a part of our core here at SAVI.
is really, really cool. I agree with you completely. I don't think there's any innate tension between the idea of simplicity, but also having a really robust feature set, robust ability to customize. I don't think those have to be in tension. And I think SAVI Controls is a perfect example of that. When people get to the booth, when they get to W2625, they're going to ask about glass. Are there going to be abilities to get interactive, abilities to kind of get hands-on, demos,
Oh yeah.
activations, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah. So it's kind of cool. If you walk around our booth, we've actually divided up all of our core equipment into different stations. And so with every single station, whether it's video distribution, audio distribution, lighting control, audio control, we've actually made different glass configurations that the dealers can play with on the fly. So if you're in the video distribution section, we've set up those widgets to do multi view on the display, to do the screen preview, source control. You can dynamically change out sources on the fly, video wall control. If you go to the audio section, we have our native Rockbot integration, music control. You can control different video, audio zones, source controls. If you go to our lighting station, we have our lighting control view. So you have all the different lighting curves that you can do, color changing. So you can really go to every single part of the booth and play with different configurations. And it'll kind of get the dealers being creative. So that way, if they're like, I want to know all the possibilities that are capable with glass, you can just hop around the booth and you'll be able to see all the abilities no matter what you're controlling in your venue. So it's going to be pretty cool and interactive.
Yep. Yeah, that's something I'm most excited for, is seeing the new ideas that we get from people seeing what configurations we've come up with. Because like Derek touched on, the possibilities for glass are effectively limitless. You can configure it in many different types of ways. And we've just come up with a few that we think are going to be very popular. But I can't wait to see what kind of ideas people come up with for how to configure these.
Oh yeah.
Likewise, and I can't wait to get to W2625 and check all this out for myself. I want to experience some of those demos, get a little bit hands-on myself. So I look forward to being there. Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you so much, Cedric, for joining me. A real pleasure to talk to you both. I'm excited for SAVI Controls InfoComm 2024 presence and getting to witness all of it myself. Congratulations on the rollout of Glass. I think that's going to get a lot of integrators' attention and excitement.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Such a pleasure to have been joined by Derek Wilson, who is co-founder and CVO of SAVI Controls, as well as Cedric Monroe, who is Senior Director of Design at SAVI Controls. My name is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. In addition to seeing you at booth W2625, the SAVI Controls booth, I hope you visit commercialintegrator.com in the days upcoming, throughout the show, after the show, for more exciting thought leadership content from our industry's most respected and renowned vendors like SAVI Controls. Thank you so much. Wow.